Well, it's a real delight to be out on the rooftop here, and I'm with Angela from SolTerra Systems. Now, Angela, first of all, which rooftop are we on in Portland?
We are on the International Harvest Building rooftop.
Nice.
It looks out over the Willamette River on the lower east side of Portland.
And your company, SolTerra Systems, is actually in this building, right?
Yep, we occupy the 4th floor.
Now, tell me, obviously there are solar panels all over this and beautiful sedum gardens. That's what the company does, part of it, isn't it?
Yes, it does.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we are a design-build firm that installs solar panels, green roofs, and living walls.
Wow.
Sometimes in combination and sometimes just in separate occasions.
And you know, I think that it was a few years ago that people first started thinking about, rooftop gardening. But there's some specific things that one must be aware of before they step into that, like weight concerns.
Sure. Yeah, first of course, in all buildings, you have to make sure that it is structurally sound and can hold the weight of a green roof. They've engineered them now so that the structural upgrades don't have to be quite a lot, but they still have to be reviewed.
Yeah.
And then from there, you can kind of decide what your density and height of your soil mixture you can use. You can either create an intensive or extensive roof.
Because that would really dictate what you can grow in that rooftop garden, wouldn't
Exactly.
it? And you have an awfully lot of sedums here. There are some deeper areas, but you have a lot of sedums. Was there a process of which sedums to choose? Was there a design plan, which I'm assuming there was, as you got ready to put this stuff in here?
Well, we chose sedums because, as you can tell, on this nice sunny hot day, it can get really hot up here, and sedums love and thrive in a really hot environment with very little growing media to occupy. So that's why we started with sedums, because we couldn't do too much of a structural upgrade.
And I'm assuming that even in a rooftop garden, there has to be some type of system to water from the beginning especially, but even if we have long dry summers, they would need some attention. Yeah. What's the system that you all use?
This is a spray head system, but we often use drip irrigation as well. All of it is just pretty much a kind of a temporary irrigation to establish the roof. Yeah. And that can be turned off and removed if necessary in the future.
Now, this is an industrial building, of course, but you also work with homeowners.
Yep.
And what would be, is there differences in that, or is it pretty much the same principles, just the difference in what you would put in it and how it would be done?
Right. Well, as you can imagine, a lot of the residential roofs are sloped, so it looks quite a bit different, and often we can't do the green roofs as much as we can as on commercial buildings. Yeah. But we will still install solar.
Which I love the fact that, you were showing us meters that would go backwards because you're getting so much power. That must make you feel good.
Sure does, definitely.
So Angela, tell me about the benefits of doing this type of system on a roof.
Well, number one, this helps out with our stormwater management. The green roofs captures the rain and also filters pollutants that's in the air before it drains and down into the river. And this is now mandatory for any new development that's happening in the city of Portland. And
what other good things would occur then?
Other great, wonderful things is it creates habitat for animals and birds to enjoy. It creates a cooling effect on the building, so we reduce the use of heat in the winter and air conditioning in the summer.
Certainly.
It's just a healthy environment. There's been studies shown that having greenery around, as in any garden, is really conducive to a more relaxing and de-stressing type emotion. So
now I also noticed that there are a couple of beds that are much deeper than the ones there, and they appear to have vegetables, some fruit, some blueberries, and herbs in them. Tell us about that decision and what was going on there.
Well, for the building owner, we created these little raised beds, and after a season or two, he wasn't using them, so I approached Clark Lewis and asked if they would want to use them to grow their herbs for the restaurant.
Which is, Clark Lewis Restaurant is right across the street.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to do then is Judy is going to come back after the commercial break and talk to Chef Kai about the actual herbs and stuff that they use from this rooftop garden in that restaurant. Thank you so much, Angela.
Sure, thank you.